What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, if it ain't Nintendo, it's Sony. If it ain't Sony, it's Nintendo. This time it's Sony. So, in an attempt to prove that they ain't got no games, and to back up the statement that Shuhei Yoshida had said a month or two ago, PlayStation is putting out The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us remaster, make master, imagining master, make. It's like a bundle with the first game and the second game and the DLC, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, wait, how many times did they release? I think somebody did a list. It's like 29 times. Okay, it's not that many, but it could be. It's plausible, right? The worst thing about this collection, if you want to call it that, is that it costs $109. Is it $109.99 or is it just $110? Probably $109.99. Anyway, I mean, look, we're at the point in video games, in the industry, what's happening right now, that we as consumers have the ability to shape the future. We need to stand up, put our foot down, 10 toes down, and say, yo, no, y'all, no. I hope that it sells horribly and they lose a lot of money on it. It's the only way that these corporations are going to learn that what they're doing is not going to be profitable. Now, for them, it might be because it's priced so high, so they have to sell, I don't know, minimum 50,000 units or something, like a very low number to have some type of profitability, but ultimately, that's not what they want. They don't want to just, eke by, getting crumbs here and there, because ultimately, that will be the end of PlayStation. And so, the thing about what they're doing is that it's not helping their position. It's not bringing them more players. No, it's not giving them enough money from the product that they're making to be like, yay, we can do this and make money. It's not like a black hole game or anything like that. It's none of these things. It's just a product that they have that they can put out cheaply and try to make some money. That's what they're doing with all of their stuff. That's why they're not coming out with any game. They have like 3 new games coming out. The Core Barlog cyberpunk type of game, Ghost of Yote, and the Prophet funky starship bald lady in the Porsche. Anything else? I mean, you could say Death Stranding, but come on, for real? No, I don't think so. I mean, that might make them some money. Not really. That's not a high-selling game. None of these games are that way. And so I'm like, okay. Sony has the opportunity. They have the power to put a game out and for a lot of people to play it, right? But the catch is that it has to be a good game that people want to play. They haven't been able to do that part. They're like the market leader. Everybody has a PlayStation. Everybody loves PlayStation, but they're not putting out any games for them to buy to play. You see what's going on? And then you look over at Xbox and they're like, yeah, Indiana Jones. Yeah, I just started South of Midnight. I'll talk on that on another video. I like that game. Anyway, we got so many games coming out through Xbox, from Xbox. And, you go on Twitter, and it's not the best place to go, but you go on there and you see all the knuckleheads talking. You see Porter Rock. Oh, man, I can't wait to play this on my PlayStation, my Pistol Tech 5 Pro Tato. I can't wait. Grand opening, grand closing. I can't wait to play Nintendo. I'll just go to Nintendo. I always like Dirt's impression of Porter Rock is hilarious. But he'll say, yeah, I can't wait to play this on my Pistol Tech 5 Potato. Okay, he doesn't sound like that, but I'm just saying. I haven't practiced my Porter Rock. But they are not getting South of Midnight. The only new game that they're getting from Xbox is Doom, Dark Ages. And that's totally a money play for Microsoft. The only thing, what Microsoft is doing is they're exploiting the PlayStation audience. They're saying, well, they're starving right now. We should feed them something. $99. They seem to like to buy these $99 versions. So yeah, and that was the best selling one, the Forza. I mean, everything is so backwards right now. It's like PlayStation, the casuals, that's what's happening. The casuals are buying these Xbox games, and the ponies are, ha ha ha, we got your games. Meanwhile, they don't have their own games. So their flex is that they're, spending money on the competition. They're helping the competition get stronger and grow and just remain relevant. I mean, is that something to brag about? Because if it was up to Sony wants to kill Xbox. Sony wants to destroy Xbox. Sony wants to put Xbox out of business. That's how they do business, right? Microsoft was like, no. Because actually, Microsoft could have, if they could have been like, you know what? Yeah, Call of Duty won't be exclusive, but everything else is exclusive. They could have done that. They didn't because they're like, well, we make more money if we just exploit these starving gamers over here. And so that's what's happening. And if you look at the games that are going over to PlayStation, it's like, okay, Forza was that 5 years old? Was that? Sea of Thieves, what was that, 7, 8 years old? I mean, like I said, Doom is the only one. They didn't get Stargate. They didn't get Starfield yet. I mean, they might get that, but I mean, okay. I played it. It was great when it came out. It's still great, but I mean, if you should probably name your console Sloppy Second Station, SSS, the Sloppy Second Station Pro. I like Pistol Tech 5 Potato better. But I mean, look, the fact that they're putting out The Last of Us 2 in the way that they are, and they have no games, and the other game that they're putting out is another remake, the Days Gone remaster, excuse me, which looks exactly the same. Shows what does that illustrate? What does that illustrate? To me, it illustrates desperation. It illustrates y'all ain't got no games. It illustrates mismanagement. It illustrates a lot of things. It illustrates a company that's going down the tubes. And it also cements the notion that this is not PlayStation. This is not the PlayStation that was PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 PlayStation. This is not it. Nope. They lost. Their phone ran out. Their GPS ran out of battery. The phone ran out of battery. They ain't got no map. They're just wandering aimlessly. What do we have? What do we have in the back room? What can we slap some stickers on and put it out on the floor? What do we do? What would you do? They got nothing. And so I'm like, really? The last 109 for the and Mag, look, grown ass man, he could spend his money however he wants it. How I understand it, he has platinumed those games 8 times already, so 4 times each. Guess he likes them. Why would you buy this again? It's not like he's buying a better version of it's the same thing. I guess he's getting some extra stuff in a box, some collectors. He's not part of the problem. He's an exception. There's not a lot of people who are gonna be like, oh, I played those. Oh, I want to get the collector's edition because it has. What does it have? Does it have like a rub-on tattoo of the butterflies with the fireflies? What are they called? I don't even know what they call. Because I don't care because it's dumb. And who said it? I think it was Fritanga said that the story of The Last of Us is the most overrated story. It's a very overrated story basically. And from the gist of what I got from the first game, I was like, okay, that's cool. The ending was cool. I like, but overall, I'm okay. I'm only in. I think I just started chapter 3. It's called The Catfish. I think it's the chapter, which is the catfish, where you go and rescue the catfish and stuff, right? And so already, just the first 2 chapters in South of Midnight have more like heart and emotion and kind of like questions pop up, like, oh, okay, wait, okay, what about that lady? What about her? What about, you know? And there was a detail that I caught early on when she went to go, it's part of the beginning of the game, and you're like checking on your neighbors, let's just say that. And she went to the first place. It was the second one. And then she was just like talking to the person, and then she was touching stuff, and if you notice, there's like figurines set up. Pay attention. I'm not gonna tell you anything else, but I saw it. I was like, oh, ooh, ee, ah, oh. I saw that. I was like, okay, all right. These fools got hidden little jibby gems everywhere. Like if Eric Voss from New Rockstars came and broke down this game, come on, son, there'd be Easter eggs all over the place. And I caught that, and I'm a dummy. So I was like, okay, all right, this game. And I didn't even it was like a glimpse. Maybe, I think, can you rewatch the cutscenes? I gotta see if you can rewatch the cutscenes. If you can rewatch the cutscenes, I'm gonna go back and rewatch that. Because I was like, wait, okay, I saw it. And I was like, oh. So, but anyway, I won't say anything about it. But maybe later when I do like a spoiler talk about it, then I'll talk about that. But it's not even really a spoiler, but it's just a little Easter egg thing. It's kind of cool. I was like, okay, I like this. And you know what I did? I was playing. I was like, let me turn off the stop motion, right? I turned it off and I moved around for like 2 seconds. I'm like, nope, put it back on. I put it right back on. Because the thing about the stop motion in South of Midnight is that it doesn't affect the movement, if that makes sense. It doesn't affect how it feels to move. I don't know if that makes sense, but it still feels like it's moving smoothly. The camera obviously pans smoothly. It's just her animations are cut down to, I don't know if it's 12 or 15 frames a second. I don't know what it is, but it's probably 15 because the game runs at, I think it runs at 60. So, but yeah, she's like, choppy and stuff, but I'm like controlling. I'm like, man, it's smooth. But yeah, man, it's like, it's really cool. That's a cool game, and it's like 12 hours long. I was like, that's a good amount, and I'm in chapter 2, right? And I'm like, I can do like 2 chapters a night or whatever. Just kind of go through it, not to rush through it. And I'm taking my time, searching for all the floofs and stuff. I want all my floofs up because I want all the powers. I want to level up. Anyway, back to the actual topic, which is PlayStation. Like, look. Remember back in the beginning of the generation, Jim Ryan talking shite. I was like, yo, this ain't PlayStation, yo. This ain't PlayStation. Their downfall, continued downfall. Go back to the videos. You'll see. Continued downfall. PlayStation is done. The PlayStation is dead. You don't think PlayStation is dead? Look at what they're giving to you. Look at the meal they gave to you. Leftovers. I mean, are they even heated up? They're just crusty and dusty. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's not cool, but that's what you're getting. The Last of Us. Remember when I said PlayStation has they don't have a creative bone in their body. Zero creativity. They used to have it, but they closed down all those studios, so they don't got them all. And your boy Neil Druckmann, who's supposed to be the master over there, making all these award-winning games and stuff, he don't want to make no more games. He's just like, yeah, I want to make TV now. Last of Us season 2 and 3. And I thought about that, right? He said that they're splitting up the season 2 and 3 will be, season 2 will be half, the first half with Ellie, I guess, and then season 3 will be the other half with Abby. And I was like, they should have done the game like that. If they would have done the game like that, right? Whereas it was Ellie, and then she gets mad at Joel, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she hooks up with Dina, and then they're like, boopity boop, right? And then at the end, Joel gets killed. Spoilers. Joel gets killed. And maybe they keep it a mystery, or maybe they show her face as Abby. Then it cuts, boom. To be continued. And like, oh snap, Abby killed Joel. Oh snap. Right? Who's Abby? And then the next game you play as Abby, but it would be hard to play as her because you love Joel so much, right? But Joel was really back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think that might have been a better 2 game. They could have sold 2 games instead of 1 game. And yeah, I think they messed up. I think they tried to put too much in that first in the game by putting both of those characters' stories together. I mean, or they could have just split them up, made smaller games, same budget. Probably made more money. But whatever, I'm just a dummy in the car. But yeah, no, this ain't the way. This ain't the way. Maybe they could do that for Last of Us Part 2 and just split it up and charge, you know, $39.99 per game, which would make it, what would that be, $80? There you go. So I just showed you how to get to $80 for 1 game. Just make a game, cut it in half, sell it for $40 each. Boom, done. People are like, oh, that's good. It's a good game. It's shorter, so 40. Yay! Meanwhile, they're paying $80 for the same thing. Y'all just cut it in half, and I guess the cost. Maybe if they're only digital, then there's no cost of production and stuff like that as far as physical materials. So yeah, that'll work, right? Anyway. That's probably going to be what they're going to do. That's what they're doing with Spider-Man. They're chopping it up into pieces and selling it for, they said $50, which is, so I don't know how that's going to work. But anyway, look, I said Sony's dead. I'm not gonna name this. I'll probably put Sony's dead. I mean, PlayStation is dead because Last of Us, they're selling Last of Us again. I don't know. I'll figure out some goofy title because it's just, I mean, if you're a pony and you're a donkey unicorn and you're trying to support this and you're trying to, how can you win? Like, okay, if they had games and bangers coming out and this, then it's okay. They could do that because they got all this other good stuff. That's cool, but they ain't got nothing, and they serving you this cold frozen leftovers. It's moldy leftovers, and it's cold, it's moldy, and it's frozen. Redundant, but still. So yeah, man, it's, they are they're out of touch. They're out of time. I'm not gonna do it. I was about to go into dour holler notes. Anyway, yeah, it's a bad look, and there's very little. I think, tomorrow Marathon's supposed to have an open beta, or some people are supposed to talk, whatever, I don't know. But at this point, like I said, Sony, PlayStation is dead. Because, this is why. Everything that they put out, Marathon, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding, freaking The Prophet, Ballhead Lady, what was the other one? There's another one. Fair Game $. All these games need to be super duper flick gooper de duper bangers and make all the money for them to recoup and be back where they need to be. That's not going to happen, okay? It's just not going to happen. I don't know what to tell you. You can't, it's not, no. So, yeah, there's no way. It's like, how can they recover from what has happened to them? You know, they have the illusion and the image that they're the best and all this stuff. The reality is they're giving you stale-ass games. They're charging you a grip, basically. It's ridiculous. They would if they could, you know what I'm saying? Give you $1,000 gold-plated disc. Doesn't work, but it's gold on it, $1,000. Anyway, I'm rambling. I appreciate you actually. Like and subscribe. Hit me in the comments below. Let me know what you think about PlayStation, Naughty Dog, just not being creative and just screwing y'all over. PlayStation, you ponies and donkey unicorns, y'all are getting the shaft. I guess y'all like it because y'all keep buying into it. Mag, I'm looking at you. Don't buy that game, Mag. Don't buy that game, Mag. Why would you do that? Why would you waste your money? Unless you're getting it for free, then you go for it. guy. You go review it, whatever you're gonna do. But it doesn't make sense. You already have the games. Play them again. You don't need to buy whatever this is. Anyway, I'll talk to you on the next one. Till the wait.